Drehmotoren wechseln.
The boat is now once more closing in after a lone hydrophone contact. U-48 has just successfully torpedoed a medium freighter, so it is possible they have informed other vessels that there is a U-boat in the area. We must stay on the lookout for any warships and aircraft. Food and fuel on board are starting to run low. We will continue to hunt in the Celtic Sea for a couple more days before returning back to home port of Wilhelmshaven. Hopefully, we'll be sinking a few more vessels along the way. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to U-Boat as we continue our patrol in U-48. We have just sunk a freighter and are now chasing down another one. We did spot their smoke on the horizon maybe an hour or so ago. It has dissipated. As you can see, the weather is taking a turn for the worse. It's starting to snow, which is quite fun, I must say. We're leaving that other freighter in the dust, and we need to get more crewmen on the bridge, that is for sure. I'm not seeing the smoke out there on the horizon. Some fog is starting to roll in. Also, it is getting pretty darn dark, so we are going to rig for red as it gets later in the night. The enemy contact is somewhere off to 075 degrees, more or less. We are running low on spare parts. The crew is getting a little stressed as we have been at battle stations for quite some time, unfortunately for them. But we have now destroyed 3,347 tons of enemy shipping. Just that one ship. So we sink another couple of ships and we should complete our secondary goal. We need to start pumping water out of the boat here. We have some buildup. And let's check the torpedo situation. Let's begin maintaining tube number 3 there. Get that one ready just in case. We've had very little opportunity to attack the enemy this patrol. We've only expended one single torpedo in the bow torpedo room. We have all of our stern torpedoes, if I am remembering correctly. I do want to check on the deck gun ammunition. Also, we need to move some food into the galley. We are starting to run a bit low on food, so... Oh boy, yeah, very low on food. We may have to actually RTB here rather shortly, which was the plan regardless. We're not going to go through the English Channel. We're going to patrol off the southern coast of Ireland and then go back around the United Kingdom all the way to our home port. Outside, let's see, what's the temperature outside? It's 3 degrees Celsius outside. The internal temperature of the boat is 19 degrees Celsius. We have the heater on, and our navigation correctness is 15%, so that is not great. We've been at sea for 19 days. 19 days, and finally, U-48's luck is changing. We have spotted smoke on the horizon. We've made visual contact with the enemy. I would like Wolfgang to get onto the bridge, please and thank you. Freighter bearing 345 degrees. Got it. Okay, get an additional sailor up on here. Good, good, good. Gyro compass, I want flipped on. Rig for red. Alarm, enable it. We are going to close in on this hostile freighter. Maybe we can get them to abandon ship. We will see. Bearing 344 degrees. Let's take a look at it. Center. Where is she? There she is. Can't make out the flag, admittedly. That flag does not look hostile at this point. I see a lot of white, so we'll see. I'm getting a good glimpse of the freighter here. Trying to make out that flag, and it's looking, it's a tricolor for sure. Red, white, and blue. Netherlands, what are you doing over here, buddy? Going to a very interesting port, it looks like. They are on this heading. I think they are probably trading with the enemy. We will attempt to board. I guess I wish we could just signal we intend to sink you, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. We are closing in on the enemy freighter. We're now moving too fast. Let's slow down. They're heading 075 degrees. They're right here. 075. I mean, I suppose they could be moving up, heading to Dublin, to some Irish port. I don't buy it though. Okay, freighter is unarmed and not escorted. Okay, we'll send a delegation. Despite the rough weather, we'll do this right. I'm gonna send Wolfgang because he is a merchant. Carl Hines, you're gonna get over there as well, and Carl, you get up there as well. 3 of you. Actually, let's remove one of these guys. Horse is going to go. Remove that item. You are going to take some explosive charges. Yeah, you're going to need them. Okay, continue. Send that delegation over. You know, part of me just wants to order the crew of this vessel to abandon ship and blow it out of the water, but we, again, are going to do it the correct way. Wow, cold faces. I wonder if it's, you know, emotionally cold, or it is snowing, so we can also, I guess that. I'm gonna ask for the shipping documents. Port of Rotterdam, transporting raw resources. These are false. Or he says an eyebrow and denies anything is wrong. Okay. Cargo's not carried. Okay, he seems to be right, apparently. We're gonna search the cargo hold. We're gonna look through this. Performance is average. We are going to look around, see what's going on in here. We have an interesting development. I wish we had more leading officers. Something behind us. We're picking up movement in the dark. Medium closing in. One ship bearing 241. Way out here. Okay, good to know. I can't see squat. I can't just go up and look through binoculars or anything, so we'll just have to hope it's not a warship. It is possible this guy has radioed our position in. This is risky. This is a risky thing to do, but I'd really rather avoid sinking something I'm moderately concerned is neutral. It's very quiet. This is eerie. Looks like the search is complete. Let's see. Officer of your group looked around the freighter, accompanied by a talkative sailor who speaks German. Nothing suspicious was found. I haven't found anything unusual. The course being 075. Let me view these transported goods. Iron ore. Some lumber. Meet the captain in his office. You know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to order the evacuation. You tell the captain that your orders obligate you to sink the freighter and that they must evacuate immediately. Captain is clearly angry about this outcome and angrily responds that you do not have the right to do this, as this is a neutral vessel heading to a country that does not participate in the war. Not yet anyway, buddy. Well, sorry about that, big guy. And go back to the deck house. Engine room. We're going to plant the demolition charges and get off. Sorry. Heading 075 and saying you're going to Rotterdam? I don't buy it. We'll see if we get canned for this. This may have been a real bad move, but I gotta get that. I gotta pump those tonnage numbers up. Okay, shoot that off to BDU. Down she goes. Yeah, heading to Rotterdam. This thing's going to Cardiff. If they were heading southeast and going through the channel, that makes sense, but this course does not make much sense. I'm wondering if I should go investigate this thing that's behind me. Let's start moving. We are going to change course. Head south. We are going to quickly do a hydrophone check as well. Just to check our surroundings and see if that movement in the dark is anything we really need to worry about. Looks like we can level up Carl Hines. That's good. Let's get moving here. Slow ahead. And submerge the boat. Doing our hydrophone check, it doesn't look like we're picking much up. We're picking up the sinking ships off to 150. Not really a big concern. We are going to move up into grid AM9. do a little search pattern, and then head back on home.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
It doesn't look like there's anything in this movement in the dark.
50 Meter.
It may have just been a false alarm. And that's kind of what I'm thinking this is, so not too concerned. We did receive a crew specialization point. I am going to go... Oh, silent running or diving. I'm going to go with diving at the moment. I think diving is very good. We need more diving specialization. Also, silent running will also be nice. Discipline, I have not had much of a need for, so we are going to stick with diving. Right now, our boat, U-48 here, dives rather slowly, I must say, so making sure the crew can get on that will be great. Discipline's doing good. We'll be full here soon, and we need to get you on the navigation station. Start increasing that here. It's only at 7% navigation accuracy, so let's assign an additional sailor and get that number up. We are conducting a quick hydrophone check. We have picked up 2 contacts off to 045 and 035 respectively. We are going to track them for a little bit and pursue. The weather topside is starting to improve. The storm has dissipated. The seas are a little choppy still though. We've made contact. We're closing in on one of these hydrophone contacts, and we now see smoke on the horizon. Let's get Wolfgang on the bridge, assign additional sailors onto the bridge as well. We were picking up another contact down here to the south at this point, somewhere down here, as we have changed our position quite a bit, tracking this guy down. That's a freighter. I can see the funnel sticking up there. It looks hostile. Can barely see the flag, but I'm thinking it is hostile. Let's go to the recognition book. It looks like mast. There's the superstructure funnel mast. It kind of looks like a tanker, possibly. Although we'd have to be pretty lucky for it to actually be a tanker. United Kingdom, coaster, no, fishing boat. It kind of looks like the war class from way out here. Again, rather difficult to tell, very far away. This is a 7,000 ton vessel though, so if it is that, we are in very good shape. We have a good amount of deck gun ammunition, so we may just use that. The seas have calmed down quite a bit. It is now December 23rd, 1939, 11:30 in the morning. I'm not seeing any smoke off to starboard. Let's do a quick scan now. Let's quickly check. Ship detect. Oh, there it is. 060. Smoke out there. That's the other contact we heard. Okay, good. Good. Very good hunting grounds. At long last. Okay, we will close in on our friend here. We just got a report. The enemy ship are at their battle stations. Hopefully, they are unarmed. It's good to know they are in fact hostile. This is not a war class, it is an Empire type. Okay. Who wants to get on the deck gun? Looks like Wolfgang has to get on there. Okay, you get on there. I want you to hold fire on the deck gun for the time being. I want to get close so our rounds actually manage to hit. We are going to deck gun this vessel and then turn to 060. Okay, you're not firing. We're still pretty far out. Change course slightly. Increase speed all ahead flank. We are starting to close in on the freighter. Let's reduce speed. We are in a good place to engage. Let's go to the optic. We have armor piercing loaded. That's all we got. Fire. There we go, hit. I can see that other smoke out there on the horizon. Looks like it's moving fast. It could be a warship. Am I seeing anything else? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, continue to fire. We want to go for those nice waterline hits. Poke holes, cause flooding. Now, we are very close to this merchant. One thing I would be worried about is they turn that ship over and try to ram us. That is something the AI will do in Silent Hunter 3. But I don't think they really do that in a U-boat. At least not intentionally. Oh, I overshot there. Okay, we only have a handful of rounds, but if we slow them down enough, I can fire an eel. I just need them to stop. I think this should be enough rounds of deck gun ammunition to sink this vessel, though. The waves are choppier than expected. Still pretty rough out. Try to get some hits near the screw. And frankly, it already looks like this vessel is much lower in the water than she was. Down to 11 rounds. No fires have broken out just yet. There we go, another good hit. Debris flying all over the place. There we go, waterline hit. Just checking on that other contact, seeing if that smoke changes direction. If it starts heading right towards us, there's a very good chance that is a warship. Go. More hits amidships. There we go, nice. 6 rounds left. May have to utilize a torpedo here. It does look like she is slowing up. Go. Not seeing the crew man the life rafts just yet. Go, another good hit. That's the perfect waterline hit there. We'll spread some of these impacts around. The more holes, the better. It looks like she's definitely developing a list to port at this point. Looks pretty visible now. Continue to engage. One more round. There we go. All right, we're out of deck gun ammunition. Wolfgang, get on the bridge. I'll stop. I'll stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Let me take a look at this thing. It's Canadian. I see the seal there. I see all the holes ripped through the ship. And yeah, she is pretty low in the water. We'll give it, 10 minutes. Okay, communicate that we intend to sink the ship. Let's do this. Okay, crew's leaving the ship. Okay, good. Fantastic. Increase speed. Let's move around. I figured, you know, our intention to sink the ship would have been the multiple deck gun rounds fired into the side. Let's change course. Change course. Load or maintain tube 5. We'll fire tube 5 at the target. Come around, increase speed, all ahead full. There we go. You're on Carl Hines. Get on the TDC. Get on the TDC. We need to put a little bit of distance between the two of us. Of course. Let's take a look here. Okay, torpedo speed 40 knots. Distance to target is going to be about 500 meters. Speed 0. We are firing from the stern torpedo tube. Angle on bow is going to be around 90 degrees to port. Let's go to the fire control boxes. We are using the Uzo. Our receiver is the stern, tube 5. Salvo off, launch lever bridge. Got it? Good. Okay. Looking good. Okay, slow down. Hard to port. Keep going a little bit here. Let's try to line up properly. We want a good angle on bow, despite everything. Okay, hard to port. Hard to port. Just try to be really nimble here. Okay, to the Uzo. Target's directly behind us. No need to identify it or anything like that. It's a stationary target now since the crew abandoned ship. Lock on target. Okay, we are locked. Lined up nicely. And rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Okay, TDC. It's going to be about 80 degrees to port, speed 0, range 500. How long do we have on that torpedo? Only a couple seconds and it should be ready. We are going to continue to move. Okay, tube 5 is maintained. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see, we haven't collected enough data, so I gotta do this speed. Let's just plug this in. 0. None of this matters. Distance 500. Okay, I want to open up the tubes. Let's identify it as something. Gosh, this sometimes is frustrating. There we go. There we go. Open this up. Flood to tube 5. All stop. Gyro synchronized. Depth 2 meters. Torpedo speed 40 knots. Set. The reason I'm doing it this way is because... Oh, maybe... Oh, this is all fixed. We can flood the torpedo tube back here. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Very good to know. Okay, let's check here. Parallax backwards. Set, set, set. Tube 5 should be good. Gyro angle stern. Tube 5 is selected. Make sure speed is set to 0. I don't want any of this information overriding anything. Okay, back to the Uzo. Tube 5. Los. 40 seconds to impact. There we go. Torpedoes away. Here's hoping we get a hit with it. It'd be embarrassing if it missed, or if it's a dud. I understand that. There we go. Impact. Directly where I wanted it. Lovely hit. That has to absolutely do this vessel in. With all the holes we poked into her, the massive hole ripped into the side, she is going to sink. Looks like the waves are starting to lap over the deck now. We've gotten the report she is severely damaged. Let's shoot that off. Let's begin changing course. Start moving. New heading 060. It is time to find that other vessel. All right, come right. What's this? I bet this is a smoke here. Detected ships nearby, 174. Smoke on the horizon, 118. Okay, come to 118. True. There we go. Keep changing course. Keep changing course. We don't want to move too quickly. We want to confirm this seeking. I see the smoke out there way on the horizon, just a little smudge to the south of us. There we go. Proper report. She is sinking. Shoot that off, and let's close in on our next victim. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.